Welcome back to our second hour here at World Crisis Radio. Now let's evaluate the anti-Obama birth certificate and presidential qualification demonstration. I would say the anti-blackmail of the White House demonstration that was held on the west front of the Capitol last Saturday. I was very happy to be there. Phil Berg was there, and I think a crowd of several hundred people, which is not bad when you have no money, no organization, no foundation grants, and, of course, the right-wing reactionaries who talked big before this event, generally speaking, the leaders at least, didn't show up. But let's go to Philadelphia and hear what Phil Berg has to say in the way of an evaluation, and then where we go from here. Phil.
My pleasure being on. I felt that the after reaction from our supporters around the country is fabulous because, number one, a lot of people didn't have money to be able to come to this. Other things, some people were actually told me they were afraid to come, but there's excerpts out there on our website and also out on the internet all over the place. We have now we're posting a DVD over the entire program, so that'll be up on our website. I think it was an excellent response. I'm waiting to see what Globe Magazine interviewed me. They've been doing over the years, the past couple of years, a real good number on Obama. And as you know, the foreign press is there. I haven't been able to find out if it was reported there or not.
Yeah, there was. In the Thursday, Il Mattino of Naples, the biggest newspaper in Naples and really the biggest in all southern Italy, all the way down to Sicily and the islands beyond, there was a quite interesting, I think, positive, objective story by Gerardo Ausiello about sort of anti-Obama movements, and it focused on you and also quoted me with a significant amount of analysis.
Great. Please send me a copy, even if I can't, and maybe with the translation, or I'll get someone local to do it. But the report also, Euronews did something, and she told me she's going to give me a call when it's aired, probably over this weekend, now that the elections are coming up. But positive, and the reaction
for people who don't know what that is, let me just point out, Euronews is a 24-hour cable news service. It's available here in Montgomery County, Maryland. It's part of your Comcast cable. So take a look. It's quite widespread, and it's a kind of a European consortium.
Right. Aside from that, it's also broadcast in about 10 countries throughout Europe, which is great because the foreign press. Are we there?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry. And people around the world know that Obama is a fraud, a phony. So it helps when these they cover it and they looked at the United States like, how come you're not covering this with Obama? But even the point which I raised there, I've gotten good reaction, and we haven't posted yet. We're going to be requesting 6 people to get together wherever you are across the country with signs which you'll be able to download from our ObamaCrimes.com. So ObamaCrimes.com, ObamaCrimes.com. And the signs will read, Obama, where is your birth certificate? 6 words. If 6 people stand with signs like that, busy intersection, during rush hour, you can affect the message to between 5 and 20,000 people, depending on how busy that interstate is. So we're going to get that across the message. Also, I have to say is, and it was very apropos, that evening, we didn't know, but coincidentally, and perhaps they picked it up from ours, Saturday Night Live. I don't know if we spoke about that, Webster, off. Saturday Night Live had their opening skit, and they had Senator Reid someone playing Senator Reid from Nevada and someone playing Obama. And part of it, and I'm paraphrasing it, Reid says to Obama, why don't you show your birth certificate already? And Obama goes, I guess I should. And we'll have that up on our website shortly, and then people can get it on the internet. But that's fabulous because how many millions of people watch that across this country? And for Saturday Night Live to do it, it means we are getting our message out. We're out there, and it just shows that the issue is there. And for Saturday Night Live to cover that, I was thrilled, and especially the same day as our rally, I think It probably went hand in hand because they pick up stuff that is current. So I was thrilled about that.
Let me point out, there's been an important shift on MSNBC, for example. Let's take Chris Matthews. When you had announced the march in May, right, that was later called off, Matthews was already going hysterical. He was going ballistic, saying, "Oh, they're going to march on Obama's birth certificate. This is absolutely unacceptable." This time, there's a big shift in the behavior of these Wall Street media, which is that MSNBC had a complete blackout. They wouldn't say a word about it. And I believe this has got to do with this blackmail issue. You also pointed out, why does Glenn Beck, this demagogue who pretends to be all these things, he says he'll attack Obama on any scurrilous point you want, right, even the most irrelevant, but he will not touch this. And it seems to me we're dealing with a blackmail syndicate. I think we've got generals, bankers, foreign intelligence agencies. They're all blackmailing Obama, and this is one of the key points, right, that he can't prove constitutional qualification to be the president. And this is why his response, for example, on the foreclosure issue, one of the reasons certainly, is that he didn't follow up. He could have stopped all foreclosures, but he won't do it because he's blackmailed. So he's going to sabotage every issue, and the only way to solve this is to dump him.
And a great point. And also, look how fast he jumped on the new law in Arizona dealing with illegal aliens. And I believe he did that because I believe Obama is an illegal alien, and he was afraid that if he went to Arizona, they would arrest him. I mean,
well, I don't know. I think that's...
And he turned that into the United Nations, for the United Nations to be look into this. That's outrageous. It really is.
Let me propose something concrete, though, Phil. It's time to test these Republicans, right? People in the waning days of the campaign, go to your Republican candidates. Are they going to pledge to do one simple thing? They're going to control the House Government Operations Committee with Congressman Darrell Issa, ISSA. The easiest thing in the world, once Issa is impaneled in the beginning of January, he simply issues a subpoena and he says, we want to see Obama's birth certificate. My bet is the Republicans will not do it because the reactionary interests that they serve want to blackmail Obama for another year or two and get more of the things they want. They want to destroy Social Security, destroy Medicare and Medicaid more than they're destroyed already. They don't want to upset the apple cart. So the explanation is a lot of people are doing very well blackmailing Obama. They want to keep that racket going. It's an extortion racket. They want to keep it going. Issa, I believe, will not do it, but he needs to be challenged. And I hope that you will send him a letter.
I will challenge him, I promise. Everyone, please go to ObamaCrimes.com. Keep spreading the word and support us financially if you can. And, Webster, great being on your show again.
Okay, see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And we'll be back in just a minute. I'm sorry, we have a couple of minutes. I thought I heard the music in the background. So you get the idea. Darrell Issa, ISSA, Republican congressman from California, takes over the House Government Operations Committee. Now, he's going to probe all sorts of things, and more power to him. The ideal outcome of this election, given where we are now, right? Not ideal in general, but ideal in the light of where we are, is that the Republicans take the House with a majority that's very small, enough to investigate, enough to probe, but not enough to pass their monstrous, horrendous, idiotic, lunatic programs, right? Their Stone Age approach to economics, right? The alley-oop caveman economics that we've seen from them in the past. And that will mean they'll become more and more frustrated. They have to put more and more of their criminal energy into going after Obama, and eventually, at the end of that, they might finally issue this subpoena. All we're asking, clarify the issue. Where's the birth certificate? Issue a subpoena. If he's got it, then the issue goes away and everything's clarified. And they can't blackmail him anymore on that, at least. Back in a minute on World Crisis Radio.